Greetings, it's Elmer Matt. Come join me for a woman with God. The topics that we have are Jesus' birth and incarnation. And the question for Jesus' birth reads, why was Jesus' birth so odd? And the passage reads, God often accomplishes his purposes in unexpected ways. God used the census of a heathen emperor to bring Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem. Maybe that is also why he chose to have Jesus born in a stable rather than a palace, why he chose Bethlehem rather than Jerusalem, and why the news of Jesus' birth went first to shepherds rather than to kings. God may have done all this to show that life's greatest treasure, salvation through Jesus, is available to all, and it may also show that the lowly and humble might have a better chance of receiving the message of God. God's response to us is coming from out of 1 Corinthians 1:26 and 27, and it reads, remember, dear brother and sister, that few of you were wise in the world's eyes, or powerful, or wealthy when God called you. Instead, God deliberately chose things the world considered foolish in order to shame those who thought they are wise, and he chose those who are powerless to shame those who are powerful. And God's promise to us is coming from out of Matthew 5:5, and it reads, God blesses those who are humble, for they will inherit the whole earth. And the question for incarnation reads, why did God choose to send his son into the world as a baby? In the passage read, God's mission was to save us for eternity and to show us how to live. Now, the incarnation, the Son of God coming to us in the flesh, means that God in the form of a human baby entered into our world to identify with our salvation, to experience our suffering, and to suffer for our salvation. We can never claim that God doesn't understand, because God stood where we stand, refusing to stand aloft or apart from us. The Lord entered fully into our lives. Read Hebrew 2:14 through 18, and it reads, as one of us, yet one who is also fully divine, he was able to pay the full price for our sin, openly the way to eternal life. He is also able to show us how to live a life of surrender and obedience to God. And God's promise to us is coming from out of John 3:16, and it reads, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. And that concludes the reading out of my 1 Minute with God. It's your boy Elmer Mack.